Beautiful coverage by Jaleel Wadood. He did get beat a little bit, thinking it was going to be just a regular end-around run, but was able to snap his head around and put his hand up and deflect the pass, so it was not a pass interference.
2nd and 10 here. Quick pass is going to be a completion. And nearing the first down marker, that's number 25, Chris Lie, making the catch for the Spartans. And they will move the chains. The first time tonight that De La Salle's picked up a first down through the air. How about that?
Yeah, the passing offense has struggled, but understandably, when your top 3 receivers, one of them is a linebacker, the other stands at 5'10", and the third, Marquise Morris, known predominantly for track.
Williams throwing deep here, has his receiver open, but he simply overshot his man. Marquise Morris was the intended receiver that time and was faced against Nigel Hale. He beat Nigel by a couple of steps that time, but Chris Williams just didn't make the throw that needed to be made in that situation. It fell incomplete.
Yeah, Nigel Hale got burnt by a good step and a half there, and that's not something you can let happen, and you got to be aware of the football. You got to know when the ball's being thrown to you.
Yeah, Marquise Morris, known predominantly for track, won a state championship in the hurdles, gets past Nigel Hale. Might have to do that one more time for a vaunted passing defense.
2nd down here. It's a 4-receiver set, and the pass is complete. Once again to Marique McMorris, who was just targeted on that last play. It'll be a gain of 6 to the 36-yard line, but here's De La Salle in a situation where they're facing a 3rd and 4. You might have to go back to the pass once again here.
Yeah, for Marquise Morris, I expect another deep ball later in this game. When he's even, he's leaving. He is fast.
3rd and 4, it'll be a pitch out to Velasco, and Velasco stopped up after just a gain of 2. Chandler Lanou and Jacob Tuioti Mariner combining to bring down the senior running back. And fellas, under 8 minutes left to go, down 13. De La Salle, they're probably going to go for it here on a 4th down.
Here's a decision to make. Here you're in your own 40, so if you don't make this, it's close to being the game over, because if Bosco scores, it's just about the dagger. But if you get it, you can keep your hopes alive.
The biggest play of the night for the De La Salle offense, a 4th down. Williams flushed out, throws on the run, and the pass is caught. First down for the De La Salle Spartans. Devon Asiasi, the sophomore tight end, came up with the catch, and De La Salle is still breathing after that first down.
Yeah, they have a pulse on 4th down and 7. De La Salle with Chris Williams buying just enough time to complete to his linebacker/receiver, and Devon Asiasi, a 2-yard run on the carry by John Velasco, who has fumbled the ball twice so far in this game. And as a team, the Spartans have fumbled the ball 4 separate times. They put it on the turf twice last week as well. Fumbling has been an issue along with their passing attack, both in question here under 7 minutes to play, down by 13.
It's a 2nd and 7 from the Bosco 49. Williams back to pass, going to the end zone. He has a man open, and it's caught! Touchdown Spartans! Marquise Morris once again got a step on Nigel Hale, and with 6:27 left to go in the 4th quarter, it ain't over yet.
Marquise Morris, when he's even, he is leaving. The 5'10", prototypical track athlete turned football player plays a little wide receiver, and with 6:27 to go, De La Salle, who converted a 4th down earlier, completes a long 45-yard pass completion. Chris Williams to Marquise Morris. Bosco up only by 6.
So it's a 20-14 game all of the sudden. Chris Williams, who hasn't had a good night whatsoever throwing the football, comes up big when he needs to. And Marquise Morris coming up big as well, beating Nigel Hale for about the 3rd time on this drive. This time it comes up huge for the De La Salle Spartans as it's a touchdown. And they're right back in this game, down 6 with 6.5 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter.
That was the 3rd time on this drive alone Nigel Hale's been beat by at least a step. That just shows the quickness there by Morris and just how good he is. Like Nick said, he's a track star. and was able to burn Nigel, who isn't the fastest defensive back. He's a good defensive back, can press hard. He's not the fastest, though, and you saw him getting beat right there.
So 20-14, and listen to this De La Salle crowd. They are jumping up and down for the first time tonight. They know very well after watching this team over the last decade or so that they can come back from any type of deficit against any type of team.
And Marquise Morris with the play for De La Salle offensively tonight. On a 3rd down and long, Chris Williams has to make a play. Marquise Morris, who catches his 10th on the season, scores for the Spartans.
It'll be a pooch kick here, and Chandler Hawkins catches it at the 36-yard line, so that's where St. John Bosco's offense will take over, and up 6. This is an absolutely huge offensive possession for St. John Bosco. If you score here, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, it makes it a 2-possession game, and almost impossible for De La Salle to overcome that type of deficit. But if you're De La Salle and you get a stop right here with a touchdown, you put yourself in prime position to win this game.
You do. You definitely put yourself in prime position, and Bosco cannot give up holding penalty.
1st and 10. The Braves start at their own 37, and the handoff to McGrew is going nowhere. It's the big man, Khalil McKenzie, once again, driving Sean McGrew backwards. No gain.
Khalil McKenzie, he benches over 400 pounds, the strongest man on this team, plays defensive line, transfer from Green Bay, Wisconsin. A foreign play for the De La Salle defense, a stop on the running play.
2nd and 8 for the Braves. Rosen rolls out to his right, and he's sacked. Josh Rosen saw absolutely nothing available downfield and took the hit in the backfield from Devin Asiasi, who is coming up huge in this 4th quarter on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a 3rd and 12 upcoming for St. John Bosco.
Devin Asiasi on the other side converted a 4th down. This time, Josh Rosen sacked by the same linebacker. He's asking his crowd for a little help on defense as an amped StubHub center back on a 3rd down.
3rd and 12. Rosen dropped it, drops it again. Ball's on the ground. And St. John Bosco luckily recovers, but they'll be forced to punt from their own 10-yard line here. Boy, have the tides turned for the St. John Bosco Braves. De La Salle's going to get the football back with a chance to take the lead with under 5 minutes left to go here in regulation.
We talked about how De La Salle's been here, and that's their advantage, and right there we saw it. St. John Bosco getting a little nerves, Rosen not being able to handle the pass, and that was just bad, and now St. John Bosco has to kick the ball off.
It's been as quiet as a church here in the 4th quarter from the StubHub Center. It's been library quiet here. This place has erupted. Obviously, all joking aside, the StubHub Center seats 27,000 people, and the sort of atmosphere you only find in NCAA games. These fans have erupted into a rowdy bunch, and on 4th down, Cole set out to punt. De La Salle trails by 6. Offensively, the game is in the hands of your ball players. Can Chris Williams and Jalon Velasco engineer a drive that not only chews up clock, but what is so crucial, continue to keep the chains moving? If Bosco, you expect with one more chance, if De La Salle cannot convert and has to punt back, the Bosco Braves, you expect, would run out this game. So for De La Salle, you have them by the jugular, give them no life.
Richard Cole will be punting from his own 6-yard line. Let's not forget the punting troubles that St. John Bosco's had this season. 2 of his punts have been blocked, both against Modern Day. Take it or leave it. Ironically enough, Richard Cole's former school. We've also seen a snap go over the head of Richard Cole. A lot of pressure on the long snapper, Elijah Zablanoff here.
Doesn't this team remind you a little bit like Modern Day, a powerful team with a fantastic head coach, a storied school known for winning. If there's any team that can create a special teams play, it would be De La Salle. Richard Cole back to punt. Boy, you'd like to see his longest of the season here if you're the Braves.
Cole back to punt. The long snapper is Elijah Zablodoff. It's a good punt, and Richard gets it off. It's going to be caught by Kevin Griffin as he returns it to the St. John Bosco 44. And De La Salle, 4.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. They have some great field position as well.
This crowd has erupted as the offense returns to the field, down by 6. 4 minutes and 30 remaining in regulation. Chris Sylvester, Adam Ferrister, Nick Rice to bring you the final action from StubHub Center.
De La Salle takes over at the St. John Bosco 44. Williams keeps. Williams spins inside the 40, and he's all the way down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 7.5 on first down for the Spartans.
This Bosco defense via the run has been retreating all night long. A couple of big plays by Evan Martinez. Outside of that, the running game has posed extremely well for De La Salle, averaging over 4 yards a carry. Now the scoreboard plays in the hands of a team that loves to run the rock.
2nd and 2. De La Salle vying for their 5th consecutive state title, and the give goes to Velasco, and Velasco has himself a first down for the Spartans down to the 32. Plain and simple, De La Salle with a score here and an extra point would make it 21-20. Certainly you got to believe that Josh Rosen and the Bosco offense would have a chance to come right back down and get in field goal range at the very least, but these are the kings of California. Nobody takes down the De La Salle Spartans.
Hold your horses. Chris Williams on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Spartans at the 32. Handoff. Hernandez gets to the 30. Just a gain of 3 that time as Bosco get a good job at stopping up the run at the line of scrimmage. The clock now under 3.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. It's Bosco holding on to the lead by their lonesome 20-14, Adam.
Yeah, this kind of reminded me of last year at Pauley when the defense handed the offense the game. Now the offense is asking the defense to win the game here again.
It's the run. Velasco stopped up by Christian Holland right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and a huge third down upcoming for Chris Williams in this offense.
Going back to what I was saying last year at Pauley, though, you remember that 4th and 1 when the defense was able to stop them, but the offense wasn't able to do anything. Now, Bosco once again asking to have their defense at the biggest of stages come up with stops.
3rd and 7. Listen to this crowd. All 20,000 plus on their feet. Williams rolls out, goes to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. No flag. Boy, it looked like Nigel Hale may have gotten away with the pass interference there. But here's the game right here on a 4th and 7. 2:21 left to go in regulation. St. John Bosco leads 20-14. De La Salle has it at the Braves' 31-yard line. De La Salle needs the 23. They have 1 timeout remaining, so if St. John Bosco holds, it's essentially over. The biggest play of the night right here. Williams gets the snap, rolls out, in pressure, dumps it off, tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. Gavin Wines tipped it from Chris Williams and intercepts it. And with 2:15 left to go in the fourth quarter, it's St. John Bosco 20-14, and the Braves get the football back. Wow.
Once again, I hate to go back to it, but the Pauley game, it reminds me again. But this time, this is the biggest. The defense makes the play. Bosco's relied on their defense for so much. And once again, the defense comes up clutch. I cannot preach enough how great that stop was. Amazing job by Bosco right there.
The handoff to McGrew. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and